All right, guys. Part 2 on our Von Ryan's Leaper. Just update you. I've been working on some of the other ones in my downtime. So like the Neurogons and whatnot. Trying something a little different with them. So today we're going to do the first layer of the dark. So it's going to be Vallejo model color dark Prussian blue for this. So I've already got on my Game & V wet palette. Already got it thinned out, half and half water. There's a lot there because I've already done the other Von Ryan's that I have. Did my barb gaunts and ripper swarms and all that. Did my spore mines up. I did it off camera just because I was testing it out. Wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so it was kind of a test, and it turned out pretty well. I'm going to go back through with a fine brush and do some detail work on it. But yeah, it just kind of makes it look dangerous, you know. I still got to do the tentacles and stuff hanging down, but did those as well. The brain for the for this guy. I haven't done the second. I got to touch that up. That's a little light, but haven't done the second layer on him yet. But I got to touch up some of the purple just to make that stand out because it's uneven. This side's darker than this side, as you can tell. So I'll have to touch that up. Gonna end up breaking out the airbrush to get the base color on these guys. I was gonna do the paintbrush on it, but it was just taking too long. I had already started one with the brush and it was just taking forever. So I just said, forget it. I'm gonna get the paintbrush out and do that with the airbrush. So maybe tonight, if I'm in the mood. But we're gonna go with part 2 on this one. Yeah, but did my first Twitch stream. Decided to do some painting on Twitch yesterday. That was exciting. Had a few people, 9 people showed up to watch that. So that was fun. Had one person actually communicate with me and chat. So we had a nice conversation about Space Marines and whatnot. He was saying about the army he was going to do for Space Marines. He said he was going to do White Scars, and I was talking about Dark Angels for my Space Marines. But I was painting up the Prussian blue yesterday, live on Twitch. So if that's any interest in you, I mean, it's going to be random. I don't have a schedule for anything like that, but it's Hinge 777. So Hinge, like HINGE, and then 777. If that's of any interest to you, feel free to follow me there and get notified when I decide to go live to do some painting. So I was on there for about a little over an hour yesterday, doing some painting. So yeah, I'll probably do that again. I had some fun. It was nice to talk Warhammer and get some painting done. So, you know, I try to paint something every day, at least. You know, my main issue for me, I've got some back issues. So it's hard for me to sit in the chair for long periods. But I try to get something in there. This little area here, I'm doing something a little different. Oop, just painted myself. But I'm doing like on top, like I would normally, but then I'm also doing a little bit on the sides, just to kind of break it up, do something a little different. I mean, these are such gorgeous models. I want to show them off. So, something a little different, but yeah. Go back through, do my second coat on that. I was watching a video earlier of painting a Redemptor Dreadnought, and it was an older Warhammer video, and it had Duncan Rhodes on it, and he looks so much younger back when he worked specifically for Warhammer. And you know, he was saying about too thin coats, like his paint brand. So I just kind of chuckled to myself that, you know, he was doing his paint brand even back then, probably before he even knew it, or maybe he was planning it out back then too. But yeah, so it's just kind of funny when that popped up. I was looking at Redemptor Dreadnoughts. It's on my list of things to get whenever I start doing the Space Marine side of things from that Leviathan box. I actually went and input all my Tyranids into a program online to track how many points I actually have. And I've got a little over 3,000 points of Tyranids. A lot more than I thought I did. So yeah, I've got to stop with that. Part of that's my OCD and anxiety. I tend to throw myself 100% completely and totally into things. So when I get into something, I really get into something. And so that's what I did here, is I bought a whole lot of models, and yeah, but that's where the fun of painting them comes in, and that's why I want to take the time to do it right. So, and that's where you guys get to come on the journey, which makes it fun. So let's get the tail down here. See if I can get you to see it. One of the things I recommend, I'm working on a desk here. I've got my cutting mat down, but I work on this wooden desk that I got for free. It's a big, probably about 6-foot desk. But I work on that, and when I first started painting and building the miniatures here on the desk, my hands would hurt and go numb after a while because I was pinching the nerves, and so I was having, nerve pain and such from that. So something I recommend you guys getting, and it was super cheap, is I got 2 of these armrests off Amazon, and they just sit literally on the edge of the desk, and I put my elbows on it as I paint, and so I rest my arms on there, and I don't have that nerve pain at all anymore. So it's a lot easier on my hands and my arms. My biggest thing now is just being hunched over to paint, because I wear glasses, and trying to see the model clearly is where I struggle. So I end up looking over top my glasses to see the fine detail. And because I do that sometimes, I will hunch over on my back, and that puts a lot of pressure obviously on my back. And so that's mostly the main factor with me not being able to sit and paint for hours and hours on end like some people do. So I found one person suggested, lowering your chair to the ground, raising your desk up. Well, I can't raise the desk up, unfortunately, but I did lower my chair as low as it'll go, and that does help. It gets it so that, I'm sitting closer so my arms are higher up, at chest high, instead of being waist high or, stomach high. So that does help, but it's not the cure. It's not the best solution. So normally I will stop, I'll stretch, I'll get up, walk around a little bit, just to try to keep the back from seizing up, locking up, and causing me a lot of discomfort. But normally I paint for an hour and a half, and then that's it. And I need to take a break and go do something else, or get up, walk around. I suggest you guys taking breaks so that you're not injuring yourself. I did end up buying a new chair because the one I had was really bad. It was not supportive at all. So I definitely suggest getting a decent chair. I got, an improvement, but not the one I wanted. So, compromises were made, but maybe one day I'll get one of those adjustable desks, but not right now. So, let's see. Still I got the front here. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to take this as like a knife edge, and we're going to build up those layers on this front edge and build it back from there. A little bit different than the other ones we're doing, so that it stands out. Just a little different. Any of these mess ups, so like there I just did a little bit of over brushwork that was a little over, but we'll go back through and touch those up later. As Bob Ross would say, is happy little mistakes. No big deals. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to make it look good no matter what. So we're just going to touch up some of these spots that are a little light, just to make sure we got good coverage on everything. And there we go. Get this one again. Get the top there one more time. And there we go. So second layer is done on that one. All right. Join me again, guys. We're going to go on to the next stage, and we'll keep on keeping on. Have a great day.